recently.
Baby, are you coming to bed?
Yeah. I'm trying to find something right quick.
Run.
Hello everybody, what's up? It's T
And B.
and we are coming at you today with an update on our precious puppy T'Challa. So T'Challa is actually asleep right now. It's his bedtime and his mean dad put him up because he wasn't listening.
No.
Definitely
Sleepy and bad. That's all it is. I ain't mean. You just bad.
Puppies are definitely like babies. So if you remember, we got T'Challa at 5 weeks. It's supposed to be 6 weeks, but he's done great. He was less than a pound when we got him, and he's grown like a pound every month. And today he is 13 pounds. 13 weeks old. He's definitely not 13 pounds yet.
Big dog, big puppy.
Well, we've been feeding him from Apple. No, he's
taking on
actually
cheeseburgers.
He's approximately 3 pounds. We're thinking. Last time we took him to the vet, he was 2.7, and that was what? How many weeks? Was he 12?
That was
11.
That was 11 or 10 weeks. At 11 or 10 weeks. It was on a Thursday. Every birthday week, technically, he goes to
right.
He has his vet.
Yeah.
His
it was about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was 2.7 then.
He's 13 weeks today.
Right. And I read somewhere, not sure how true it is, so no one with Yorkies get upset with me, but they say however much the Yorkie weighs at 16 weeks, you double that, and that's how big he'll get. So he has 3 more weeks, and we'll see how large he is then. We'll see how big he gets. I'm fine with whatever size. I know he's going to be a small dog. I doubt he'll be over 13 pounds. I don't see him being. His cousin is Yorkie Poo, and he's 13.
He ain't gonna pick up no more if he go over 10 pounds.
Right, yeah. I can see 8 pounds. I can see in 3 weeks, he may get to 5. I don't even know that because he's just a little fellow. But there are some Yorkies that are 13 pounds. They say that. So, we first got him. He was a little timid, a little shy. He is so not timid, so not shy. He runs around like a little lightning bolt. He's feisty, spoiled.
Bitey.
He wants his way. He thinks he can bark now at you, for you. He thinks he's running the house. So he has definitely changed. He can run up the stairs. He can't run down yet.
He can roll.
Yeah. So he kind of fell down the stairs.
Not kinda. You know how when little kids, they want to get down the stairs real fast, so they turn on their stomach and they just ride down like this? That's all he did. He was just riding down the stairs.
But y'all, when I tell you it was like a Halloween horror movie, because I screamed the whole time, T'Challa! T'Challa!
And then calls me at work, almost having a heart attack. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like 20 miles away.
So yeah, he rolled down the stairs, and we have slippery stairs because they're wooden, on his stomach all the way down, and like at the bottom 3, he just did some flips. And then he got up and ran back up the stairs. Like it was nothing. And I was so worried. And it's because he was trying to be sneaky. I was putting the puppy gate up, and he went under the puppy gate, and then he tried to go through the rails, back on the other side, and he slipped. Because he never goes down the stairs. He'll come up, but he's afraid to go down. So yeah, that's what happened. He's gotten all his shots. He can now go outside. So he's been outside a little bit, been to the park, and we have a little playground, and he runs around the park. We have a little tennis court. He'll run around the tennis court. We're still trying to get him to potty outside. He has peed outside and pooped a couple times, but not regularly. So we're still trying to train him. They say for Yorkies are kind of hard to train as far as pottying. You have to be consistent. Brandon works all day. I work from home, but I'm working, so I can't take him out. But we're gonna get him together. He's a very smart dog. He will pee on the pad, and most times he'll poop on the pad. But he's getting better. He's just so active, so he gets lazy and he wants to pee and poop wherever he is. But we try to correct his actions and put him in the cage, because I'm not gonna have a poopy, pissy house. It's not happening. So we're working on that. But not bad. Hit and miss with the potty training. Hubby is the trainer, not me. I just want to love and hug and cuddle. He's not at that stage. He just wants to play around. Like, if somebody would have told me, and this is a tip, if you want a dog for cuddling purposes, definitely don't get a Yorkie, a male Yorkie, as a puppy, because he has so much energy. He's gonna wear you out. I might be too old for this. You need to get a slower dog, or wait till he's a little bit older. So I'm waiting till he's a little bit older, that he just wants to chill out, because he just wants to play all day right now. I see a lot of people saying that their Yorkie has slept in the bed with them since they got him. There's no way T'Challa can sleep in the bed with us. Every noise he hears, he's up. He would keep us up, but he does sleep through the night. Brandon has trained him. He puts him in a crate at 9:30. He does not peep. He does not pee in his crate until 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on the dot. He's like an alarm clock. He starts to cry, and then if you keep him in there 30 more minutes, he's barking. So that's why we know he's a smart dog, because he can do all that. And again, he likes to play. What are you looking at?
Everything. I'm just daydreaming while you talking, I'll be honest.
You're daydreaming?
Coffee's not kicking in. It's not working.
So, as far as that, yeah, so they say you need to give a puppy at least an hour total activity a day. He probably needs a little bit more, but
he should sleep good tonight, because he been up playing all day long.
All day.
I stayed with him today from work, and I had to rebuild my computer. Yeah, he ran from the back of the house to the front of the house, up the stairs, to the bedroom, to the other bedroom, to the bathroom. I took him out. When I got back from the gym this morning, I took him to the backyard. He went to the top of the hill, came all the way back down, went to one side of the yard, ran to the other side of the yard. He's had a full day.
And he's a soccer player. He is like a magnificent soccer player already. He's awesome. He is great.
Watch out, Beckham.
He's the cutest thing ever.
Steal your women from me.
And okay, toys. He has so many toys. He has toys in our bedroom. He has toys in our living room. He has toys in my office. He has toys in the bathroom. He has toys everywhere. And he's a little thief, and he knows when he's not supposed to have stuff, because he'll take it. He'll come to you and show you that he has something that he should not have, and then he'll run with it, and then he'll come back to you. If you don't chase him, he'll he'll take it in and out of his mouth so you can get it. But it's a fight to get it out of his mouth. So you have to trick him to get it out of his mouth, especially if it's something you don't want him to eat. So this is another moment. He kind of swallowed a little plastic twist tie thing, not with the metal in it.
A zip tie.
A zip tie, like the end of it. And I haven't seen it come out. I'm hoping it came out by now, but he seems fine. But yeah, that's kind of scary. So since we're talking about food, we'll just go into the food that we feed him. We're not trying to keep you guys long. Of course, we could talk about T'Challa all day because he's adorable. So as far as his food that he eats, I think you guys, in our first video, we told you we'll get him pedigree. we have since learned that is the McDonald's of puppy food, and we should not be giving him that. So Brandon had bought him
Pure Balance.
Pure Balance, and he likes it. And we have.
We actually did. I'm sorry. Before that one, we did. Oh shoot, what was it called?
One eternity later.
Royal Canine.
Oh yes. So the very first food that he has Royal Canine, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, he loved it. It is the morsels are softer, and they seem like they have more oil or something in them. He loved Royal Canine, but Royal Canine is expensive for a little bag. So we want to wean him off that real good. Maybe like twice a year we might buy some Royal Canine, but T'Challa's expensive, so we're gonna have
bougie.
Yeah. So
And bougie.
And we still have some pedigree left, so we mixed the what's this again?
Pure Balance.
The Pure Balance with the pedigree, and they're just one color, one little brownish color. We got it in here to stay fresh because somebody ripped the whole bag, but it wasn't a resealable kind anyway, so we put it in here to keep it fresh.
A small cut. It wasn't a whole bit.
He ripped the whole bag like he was He-Man. Anyway, so yeah, we'll mix that. And every now and then Brandon will buy him some wet food. What's the name of the wet food that you bought with the chicken in it?
The next day.
Benefals.
Benefals.
I told y'all this coffee ain't working. I don't know why she asking me questions.
And so we'll mix that every now and then. But we have heard that it's important for the puppies to have hard, the hard crunchy food for their dental, on their teeth, and it's just healthier for them. So we're doing that. So yeah, so we'll mix it every now and then. And Rachel Ray has a couple of good foods. One called mutt balls. He's not crazy about the mutt balls, but it has a little gravy in it. So anything with gravy, we try to mix every now and then.
Anything with gravy, he kills.
Yeah, I think he's just licking the gravy off of everything, but he'll eat it. I was feeding him probably too often, honestly. I was probably feeding him 4 times a day. So Brandon has started, because he gets picky and he won't eat stuff. And I need him to finish all this food before I buy him some more.
Now, for a baby Yorkie, 4 times a day is more than likely fine, because they need a lot of food and they have a lot of energy and they use it up like that. But I've just started to notice that as he eats, or as his day progresses, he just starts to eat less and less. And so I just was like, yeah, we need to just cut back on it. So we dropped down to like 3 meals a day. But then when we started noticing that he's leaving larger portions of it in his bowl, that's when we just decided to start cutting the portion sizes down. We still feed him 3 times a day, but cut the portion size down. But then also, I wouldn't say necessarily that, Tiff was feeding him too much. It was just that we left his food out. So when it came time for training, and this is a tip, you'll hear the professionals tell you this too, don't leave the food easy access to your puppy or to your dog, period. Especially if you're trying to train, because when you go trying to reward them with a treat, they full. They've been eating all day. They've been eating good. So they don't care nothing about what you're saying. They don't care nothing about what's in your hand, unless it's probably the biggest piece of bacon they ever seen and smelt in their life. So other than that, I forgot where we were going with that.
Beggin strips is one of the treats Brandon trains him with. Pup-Peroni training treats, he'll training with those. He has...
Now be careful with Pup-Peroni. Them things will fill the dog up fast. Especially if it's a small dog, you'll fill them up fast.
And he has used these soft puppy bites, lamb and salmon. And Brandon has used these to train him with. Nulo. And as you can see, T'Challa bit the bag. Had to take it from him. Yep, that's what he does. He has eaten paint off walls. He has dug up carpet. And I didn't understand the attraction to wood until now. Any table, my desk chair, he'll just sit there. He can sit there all day. All the chew toys he has, he will lick on the table leg and bite it and chew it. And at first, like, it's okay. But now I'm seeing indentions, and it's not fun. And he has chewed through, one of Brandon's cell phone cables. What else did he chew through?
Everything.
He chewed through everything. So, and this is another one, and actually at the Dollar Tree. We don't get a whole bunch of stuff from the Dollar Tree because we don't know, but these are sweet potato and duck sticks. He really liked these. Because he's a puppy, we cut him in, he only needs half of these. It says, for dogs less than 15 pounds, provide half a stick a day. So it's important, you guys, to read the back of the stuff.
And don't give him the whole thing. Feed it to him by hand, because he's our dog. We'll try and swallow the whole thing.
Right. Even with that, we cut it up. But these Nature's Choice loving pets, he likes them, and they seem pretty healthy for him. We always look at the back for the ingredients to make sure they're natural and nothing crazy. We see a lot of stuff about grain free, and we're not sure. You guys may know. We thought that grain was bad for dogs, but I guess a lot of dogs are allergic to grain. So far, T'Challa hasn't shown that he has any allergies, so we give him everything. So I guess the grain free is only if the dogs are allergic. And if there's another reason, definitely in the comments, you guys let us know, because we want to make sure T'Challa's healthy, he gets a well-balanced diet. We don't want him to have any health concerns later on, diabetes, cancer. So anything that you guys can help us with, because it's definitely our first puppy. We're open to suggestions. And this one is Kind Rewards, no hide bone. Brandon read that the hide is kind of bad for the puppies. What did you learn about it?
So rawhide, I'm pretty sure y'all probably looked this up, but rawhide, of course, it doesn't really digest well in most canines. So it can cause blockages and constipation, I'll put it that way. So definitely, if you're feeding your dog any kind of rawhide product, definitely watch them. It's not made for all dogs, and I wouldn't give a dog anything that doesn't digest easily.
Okay, so where'd this come from? Dollar Tree?
3 days later.
Yeah.
And this came from Dollar Tree. So it's no hide, Kind Rewards, and it's chicken flavor, and he likes it. But it's red and white, so you might see some white. T'Challa sometimes just swallow things whole.
Sometimes.
He does not chew. And I know that because T'Challa gets anxiety right now when we have car rides. Anything brand new, because he's a puppy. We didn't realize this, but he gets car sick, and he still hates car rides. I can't wait till he likes them. So he has thrown up in the car like 3 times. He's thrown up in the store, in a buggy. Anyway, you may see a whole piece of this in the poop, and you might frighten you, but that's if it's white. But we've seen so many different things in his poop. Furry stuff, like we have gotten to throw away his some of the balls, toy balls, because
Please don't call Peter.
Anything.
Please don't call Peter.
And it's not, it's just a puppy. We learned that it's normal, and you'll see it again in the poop. These are natural Nubz, edible chew choice, edible dog chews. Again, chicken flavor. And I've heard a lot of dogs are allergic to chicken. So definitely to be careful with giving your dogs chicken. But again, T'Challa has not shown that he is allergic to chicken. So this one, we take it away from him, but like when he's losing his mind, we would give it to him. And it's by the makers of the Nylabone. So yeah, that was the brand new one today. And make sure you guys, they always say, watch your puppies when they eat, because you just never know, and to make sure they have water. He was down here gagging and hacking, and I started screaming. And whenever I scream for Brandon to come and get him, because I'm just always afraid. So that's what it look. This is what it looks like out the pack. Show them that one again. And this is what he did to it just today.
within 10 minutes.
He killed it. So yeah, I would say that's a good chew toy and a good distraction. Like but nothing works for him on trips right now because he's just not comfortable. And when it's us, he's kind of spoiled. Now he had to stay with his aunties for a few days, and she brought him to us in his carrier, and he was just as quiet and calm in the back seats. I don't know what she did, but she's kind of a dog whisperer because she's had a puppy. She has a dog that she raised from a puppy too, so she just has a knack with dogs, I would say. Cheerios. The vet told me he can have as many Cheerios as he likes. It's a good source of fiber. Again, just make sure they have water. And they're, not a lot of calories, but in this amount. Now, sometimes I will dip this in a little peanut butter. Not a lot, not even a whole teaspoon. I know they have doggy peanut butters. So, be careful with the type of peanut butters that you give them. I'm not saying that I should be giving it to them. If you guys think I should stop giving peanut butter, I can stop. But I just do it just a little bit, not a lot. Just trust me, like dipping out, and he'll eat it. And of course, Fortical. We're giving Fortical.
We'll post a link to all of this stuff in our description so that you don't have to go hunting for it either. But most of the stuff that we did get from Walmart. We got a lot of stuff from Walmart, and we'll be definitely going back to Walmart. I don't think we've been to Party City since. Not Party City. PetSmart. I don't think we've been to PetSmart since. So, yeah.
Right, yeah. Y'all remember the video where he was clowning me about, we're getting a pet, a dog. Why would we not be at PetSmart? Well, come to find out, PetSmart is super expensive.
But it's convenient.
They have sales though.
And I have learned from other seasoned pet owners that going to different discount stores and places like that, you do find good stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. I think since it was our first time getting a pet, I wanted the convenience.
Right.
I was tired of being a chauffeur.
Big money, I guess. Like I said, he's here with me during the daytime. Brandon has found this amazing, several amazing channels on YouTube or Google Play, or if you gotta have Alexa, ask her to hook you up with some calming puppy music, and it knocks him out. Like, he will stay asleep all day. Sometimes I'm afraid I have to wake him up because he's just that calm with the music. What I found that he doesn't like, he does not like dogs on TV barking and stuff, because he will get crunk. And he, so those channels for T'Challa is a no-go. It's just the music that for him. And his cousin's the same way. His cousin, like I said, Yorkie Poo, if he hears a dog on TV, he's losing it. And T'Challa's getting that way too. But again, he plays with his cousin now a lot. Before he was afraid, but now he'll play a little bit. Of course, his cousin's like, I don't have time for this little dog. For his flea and tick, we use Revolution. You have to give them something every month for the rest of their life. It's very important. And they have these little stickers in here that you can put on your calendar that will and it's gonna come every 3 months, because it's a 3-dose package. And you take it out, it's just that instructions are on here, of course, but you just put it in the middle of his neck. You just shoot it down. It's just a little bit.
Squeeze it.
Yeah, you just squeeze it.
It's not a shot.
yeah,
don't,
not a
don't
shot.
worry, you're not about to hurt your dog.
Yeah, so that's what we use. I forget how old he has to be to have a flea collar, but I think it's weight. So I don't know if he'll ever get to that weight, but I hear it's weight. I'm not sure, but that's what I hear. I forgot to show you guys this little thing. He likes to play with this. Show it to the camera. And we'll put treats in it, and we'll make them stick out, or just put them in there, see if he can get them out. Sometimes he does. He has gotten them out, but if it's something that he really likes, you can just stick it in these little holes like this, and that'll keep him busy too. It's kind of like the Kongs And they have those Kongs that you can put, but the Kongs are just too big and too hard for him right now, so that's why we didn't buy that. But PetSmart has this cheese treat that we want to get him. That when we took him initially to PetSmart, we first got him because he had some fleas and worms, and they gave him that when they were giving him medicine, and they said he loved it. I haven't gotten that yet, but really want to. And as far as the vet, we don't go to the one in PetSmart in Banfield, because they did the puppy insurance and they were kind of expensive. Even though for some puppies it seems like it's a good thing. I think some people pay maybe $40 a month, and you can take them there anytime for anything. But the prices we were quoted for our PetSmart, and we're in Atlanta, Georgia, was like $100 and something. And at that time, it just didn't seem, it just didn't make sense. So we go to another vet, and we've been maybe 4 times now, and it's expensive. I'm not going to say it's not, but we were done for the year. I think every time we went, it was maybe $80 or so. But again, T'Challa had all the worms: tape, round, hook. They were wiggling in his poop. The most disgusting thing I ever seen in my life. Don't want to see it again. But they're all gone. We haven't seen them. They did a fecal analysis. That reminds me, they had
a very sheltered life.
Yeah, I've never seen worms. His sister.
That is not the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
Anyway, his sister had like a belly full of worms. They say belly. I know it's not in the belly, but well, I mean, the intestines are in the belly. Anyway, she had like a whole bunch of worms that came out. He never just had them come out like that, but tapeworms look like rice, and they didn't come till later, so that was an extra treatment. And the hookworms, they just look like wiggly things, and they can get long. And anyway, that's enough about worms. So he's worm free now. He's flea free. And, they say, of course, it's normal. They get it from the mom. If they have fleas and it eats the fleas, that's another way they can get worms. We gave him a bath today, so we're trying to. He's little, so they say 2 baths a month, but you don't have to give puppies a lot of baths. We use this puppy shampoo, gentle formula, concentrated, no tears. That's what we use, and it smells great, and he smells great. And we have this cute little brush that we use to keep him fluffy.
I think I'm gonna give up vlogging and just be a hand model.
You're so good at it, babe.
Well, with my face in the screen.
You look great doing it. And yeah, what else do we have? So he is still this is the original harness we bought. He's still too small for it. So we actually took his cousin's harness, and we I can't say that word. And we use rubber bands to make it smaller.
Modified.
We modified it. Yeah, you know what I want to say, but we modified it. We modified it like black people will modify stuff sometimes.
Modified.
We modified. So this is what we take him outside on. They say Yorkie should not what's this called?
Retractable leash?
The leash should not be attached to the collar around the neck, because Yorkies have very, very fragile necks, and their esophagus can collapse easily. So his daddy thinks he's okay, but it's not okay.
Man.
No leashes around a Yorkie's neck.
T'Challa will try and play tug with a semi-truck. Okay? A semi-truck.
Anyway, so he has 2 little leashes for his neck. We hadn't gotten him anything with his name on it yet. I'm trying to wait till I really find one that I really like. This is his training leash that he's bitten all over. So this is the one that Brandon uses just to train him in the house.
And the house leash, because he's fast.
He is.
And I don't want to yoke him around, but when you're trying to keep him and keep his attention, I promise you he will dart off. Just like today, we were trying to train just to go in and out of the cage. And the second you open the door, boom, can't catch him. So,
Yep. So, One other thing I wanted to mention, well, we'll show you pictures of his crates. He has a itty bitty, not itty bitty, but a small carrier crate. He has a larger crate that he sleeps in, and then we have the one that, you know, the big one. That's not a crate, but what is it called? The fence that we enclose around him, for areas, for large areas, and he is definitely changing colors. His hair. And like if you look right here, top of his head, he is like gray. It looks like he's gray. My friend Latoya, who has his sister, says he's stressed out, and he's turned gray. But after his bath today,
following after the daddy.
Yeah, maybe anyway. We won't talk about that. You have a beautiful head, babes. Beautiful head. But so yeah, he's definitely going to be lighter than I thought. When we first got him, he was like so dark, like a cute little handsome Denzel Washington. I mean, he's still adorable, you know. So now I think his face is going to be pretty light, even some white. But he's pretty fluffy, which I like. I can't wait to get him groomed. He's going to be so cool. Like, it's just going to be a surprise. He's going to be the coolest Yorkie male on the block.
The only Yorkie on the block.
But do you have anything you want to add, babe?
I love you.
I love you. And we love T'Challa. So yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody, like and subscribe, please.
I saw that right.
We appreciate you watching our videos. We see you watching. We appreciate it so much. But please like and subscribe. You'll be doing us a great favor, and continue to watch. We're trying to put out a video every week. If there's anything that you guys want to see, anything extra about T'Challa, you know, periodically we'll do updates on him. But anything else you guys want to see, you just let us know. But peace, love, and haggis.